Okay guys, we're going to utilize the 320 again, and we're actually going to utilize the differential pressure icon again. So what we'll do is we'll roll down to it. We'll go ahead and get set up. Go ahead and hit OK. We're in inches water column. Go ahead and hit the green arrow. Remove pressure from the instrument. Hit OK. And we've got, it's going to zero out for us. And right here we actually did a differential pressure tube, but this was on the pressure switch itself. Now we're going to actually access the gas valve here. And to actually do one like on this American Standard furnace with the burner box, you actually have to tee into your reference tube here, which goes to your burner box. And like I was demonstrating on the video when I got it back, my Testo 320 back, I actually made myself up a little set of hoses that actually do everything. You know, I have some for my pressure switch down here, and I actually got a set up for my gas valves. So basically all this takes is you to actually unhook it from the T right here, take on this small piece of field supplied silicone tubing, or that's pressure switch tubing right there, but and then you'll take your T and go right back into the other side of this tube that's actually on the gas valve itself, making sure none of it's kinked. And this actually goes right back up to our pressure port accessory we have here on our Testo. And now what we'll do is we'll actually my Testo actually came with this little fitting here, and I'll actually remove this dude here, get it out of the way, and I'll actually hook into it. And we've got that hooked up, as you can see. Okay, and this one's actually going to go into the little port back here, but I have to get my set screw out. I know a bunch of fellas on here and I've actually got the manual too, where it says you can actually turn it out loosen it, turn it out one rotation, and you should be able to get it. Guys, I've tried and I can't get it to read anything, so I actually just take it out. It's not going to hurt anything, and I just put it right back in again. But let me get after that. I'll get to that in 1 second. We still have the fill piece broke out here, and what we're going to do is actually, I know you guys have seen this a million times, but what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to check the low voltage on our gas valve to see determine whether or not we got a good valve or not. And on this particular White Rogers gas valve, if you see back in here on this female fitting here, that it's pretty much engrossing the whole plastic part of that. And if I went to really try to job in on that, I'd break it, and then we'd be kind of maybe in a world of hurt there, and I'm not going to do that. So basically what I've done, guys, is what I did was I took and I had like an old board, or a new board I got, and it came with all these different wires and stuff. So what I'm going to do here is on this one I didn't cut it off, but on this one I actually cut the end of it off. And what I'm actually going to do here is we'll pull this dude here. We'll go ahead and pull this one too. Get him out of the way. And what I'll do is I'll actually plug this guy in right here. There we go. And take my red terminal to it. And I'll take this white one here. I'll plug it in. And I'll take my blue terminal here and plug it in here. Alright guys, and just make sure that you know, it's not touching anything. So what I'll do here is I'll back this dude off just a little bit. Well, actually what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take my probe and my alligator clip, and I'll go ahead and clip it on here. And I'll take this little red wire here and I'll push it on. Okay, we got a good seal there. And I'll take my other alligator clip and I'll hook it right here. That way we ain't got to get all down in there and job and possibly break the plastic or anything like that. But let me go ahead and get this off. Screwed the china there. Okay, we got her out. We're going to put her in a secure area here. I'll just put it right here on this magnet I got here, and we're good to go. Alright guys, let's use this other side here. Go ahead and put it on the valve back here. And we're looking for 3.5 inches of water column. So there we go. We're all hooked up. We're good to go. All right, guys, let me get set up here, and we'll be directly back to it. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, I guess we're ready to get started. On this particular furnace with the burner box on it and everything, what we had to do is actually access into the reference tube here that feeds to the burner box right here. And what we actually did was we pulled it apart. We came in with a piece of field supplied vacuum hose. We hooked into this T, and we hooked a T onto our field supply vacuum hose here. And what we did was we actually tied back into the gas valve itself on this side, and we took the other side of the T and we brought that back up to the Testo 320 here. And what we actually did too is we took off the set screw out of the back here so we can actually see what our inches of water column are going to be. This is how you actually test it. As for the utilizing the fill piece here, I know a bunch of the fellas on here have already seen me do this, and they already a lot of guys already know how to do this. This is I just felt that I'd throw in some bonus footage here, guys. Maybe some of my new subscribers haven't seen this, and maybe somebody just randomly came over to this video and might find it pertinent how to actually test a gas valve to see if it's good. So what actually is going to happen here, guys, is the inducer motor is going to kick. It's going to ramp up enough to pull that 1.15 inches of water column pressure switch in here, and once that engages, it's going to allow it's all a series of safeties. It's going to allow the igniter to kick, and once the igniter says that yeah, everything's okay, it's going to tell the board to send 24 volts to the gas valve, and the gas valve will open. Now when you get 24 volts to this gas valve and the gas valve doesn't open, it's game over. So alright, guys, let's go ahead and we've got everything set up here. Let's go ahead and pull our fill piece to vacuum, and we're ready to do our differential pressure test here. Alright, guys, we're looking for 3.5 inches of water column on this. Let me see if I can get in here. I'm sorry about the daggone camera work here. Alright, guys, here we go. We're going hot. Inducer. Pressure switch. Igniter. Now we should have 24 volts. Yes, sir. We got our 24 volts to our gas valve. Our gas valve did open, and we're reading 3.49, 3.53. I'm not going to split hairs on this, guys. I'm not going to be able to dial it dead nuts on here and get my 3.50. 3.53 is fantastic. 3.49. So we'll let the blower kick for just a second just to prove that it doesn't do anything to the gas valve. Give it a few seconds. It's always the longest 30 seconds here, or 45 seconds, I believe. But as you can see, we're still getting our 24 volts here to our gas valve. 3.49, 3.53. Alright, here's our blower kicking. Alright, guys, so what we're actually going to do here is we're going to stop it at 3.53. I'm going to go ahead and kill the furnace here, and you'll watch our 24 volts drop out. Guys, I could tell on that video where you actually couldn't see my fill piece here showing 24. I did have 24, and right there at the end you could see that it was 24 when I killed the switch. But actually what I wanted to do is just reshoot this a little bit, and what we've to actually show what the gas valve's doing here, and how the voltage is applied. So what we're actually going to do here is we're going to go through our order of operations again. The inducer is going to fire up. Once it meets its ramp potential to enough to pull in the pressure switch, our 1.15 inches of a column pressure switch here, the igniter will start to glow, and once it does its thing, it'll tell the board it's time to send 24 volts to the gas valve. The gas valve will energize, and our flame sensor will sense our flame, and then the blower will kick on, yada yada yada. Just our order of operations, all our safeties. So let's get to it. Let's pull over here to the VAC. And hopefully, guys, you can see this now. Okay, well, what we're going to do is, like I said, we're looking for our 24 volts. Okay, guys, here we go. Inducer motor. Just heard the pressure switch. We should see some red glowing back here. Here she comes. Here's the igniter. Meeting her temperature. And she's going to tell that gas valve, 24 volts. There we go, guys. There's our 24. Gas valve's open. Alright, guys, that's all there is to it. And like I said before, if you've got 24 applied to this after it goes through all its order of operations, and you've got 24 to the gas valve ain't opening, gas valve's bad, time to replace it. Game over. Alright, guys, let's continue on with the video. Now, what we're actually going to do, we've did another pressure differential test here. So let's go ahead and, what I love about the Testo, guys, can't say it enough. Say it with me. Printing capability. Alright, guys, we got our 3.53. We're going to go ahead and come to our printing icon right here and go ahead and hit it, guys. Please wait. Like I said, what I'll do, the pressure switch and the gas valve and static are all going to be pressure differential testing. So what I'll do is I'll actually, mark down like this was pressure switch, this was gas valve, and then static, of course. Alright, guys, 3.53. Alright, man, I hope y'all are enjoying this, and I reckon we're going to move on, guys. Appreciate you watching now. Thank you. Bye.